Hello everyone. Let's do this without setting the camera off. I think we're good. Okay, cool. Let me step into the frame at this point. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another live edition / episode of me attempting to cook some food in the kitchen and hopefully not bring the place down. Before we begin, for shoutouts this week, I forgot to do this last week, but I apologize, to the YouTubers Life of N and K, capital N, lowercase n, capital K. Thank you for your comments on 2 weeks ago video. Appreciate that immensely. As always, please forget to like and subscribe because I don't do this for the clout, for the likes, for the subscriptions, or anything else. I do this because I believe that we don't need to have a highlight reel of a life, that we're going to mess up, and it's okay to mess up and to show people that we're not the best at things. Also to learn. Let's get right into it. Today is going to be some chicken breast, some Japanese potatoes, again, because they were fantastic last time, and the broccoli, because, you know me, I like to do the same thing over and over again sometimes. Let's get all this set up, and then we will officially get into it. I got 2 potatoes today. I'm also going to do my best to talk slowly. No, I got 1 potato. That's because, yeah, well, it looked bigger. I can always get another one, because probably, based off how this is going, I'll be able to do a second episode this week. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. It is a Monday. I hope everyone's having a good start to their week. If you're watching this live, thank you. But also, it is very nice outside. And thank you for spending some time inside. Let me wash up this potato, which I really hope is the right one. When I was picking it, the sweet potatoes and the Japanese potatoes were right next to each other. Not kidding you at all. And I'm not colorblind, but some colors look very similar to me sometimes. So I might be wrong on this, and I didn't want to just crack open a potato in the middle of mire for Kicks Noodles. Open! Yay! So let's see how right I was on this. Right about here. Oh, I was right. Heck yeah. Take a look at that. That's pretty awesome. Alright, we are going to put this one back in the fridge for later use. To this day, now, of course, someone knock on wood for me. To this day, I have not used the microwave for any of these meals that I know of to my knowledge, which I am pretty happy with. Alright, we're going to cut this. I'm not going to talk while we cut because knives are dangerous, kids. And we're going to do chunks today. Alright, let's put this in here, but we're not going to start just yet. So the only thing that's not live right now, and I do apologize, is letting the chicken marinate and dry rub, because again, I figured you wouldn't want to be watching that chicken right there just chill on a plate for a half hour. I don't think a lot of people would appreciate that. So beyond that, everything else is live. Let us now, if I remember correctly, I have to reach 165 internal temperature of the chicken, which I'm not overly concerned about. Like the first time I did this, I was politely freaking out and losing my mind if you couldn't tell. If you go back and watch the video, I can tell you 100% that I was trying to be like, this is all good. It's like that that meme of that dog that's like, everything's fine, this is fine, and the room's on fire. So now that I'm slightly more comfortable with things, I feel better about it. I guess is the best way to say this. Let's marinate the pan with dry rub. It is Weber kickin' chicken seasoning. I did Google before whether or not I should put salt on this, and it said, hey, don't do that, so I didn't do that. And I did not cut the chicken in half tonight because, let's try something different. What do you say? All right. So that's going. Okay, let's just go right into it. We're not going to cook the broccoli tonight, so let's just use because salmonella, kids, is no joke. Let's use a regular knife. And let us use, which one are we going to use? Let's use this one. I'm going to cut like one portion of this off, or at least try to. Yeah, cool. Okay, it came off. Nice. Thank you. Cool. All right, so now let's stick this on here. Let's hope for the best. What do you say? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, it's already doing the little, the sizzle thing. That's what I was looking for, sizzle. Let's turn on the fan. This is probably an inch to an inch and a half thick of chicken, so we could be here for a while. I'd say something like, buckle in, kids, it's about to be a grand old time, but chicken, grand old time. Let's see, some fun things besides the, extremely, extremely nice weather out. If you are watching this, I won't be offended if you pause it, put your phone down and go outside, because, it is nice outside right now. I am quite happy with that. Let me rephrase that. I'm happy that it's sunny, but I don't like the temperature. I am not a humid/heat person. we're going to link to that in a minute. I am much more of a hoodie weather kind of person. So, to everyone who jokes about, hey, people who like the cold, I hope you're happy now, I will respond with, hey, people that like the heat, I hope you're happy now. Because when I tell you that I woke up this morning and was like, I don't know about life today. I woke up and, I also didn't turn my air conditioning on with last night, which was my fault, so I'll take responsibility for that. But everything else was like, oh my gosh. It was kind of horrible. So, I also got to drink more water because it is getting hotter, and when it gets hotter, you sweat. And, count it. First off the episode. When it gets hotter, you sweat more. And I already sweat a lot, so... Ta-da! I think for the next episode I do, I'm going to have it in the fridge until the last minute, just so that I can be cold. Let's move these up here, because I don't need these right now. I don't know if you can see my pancake stuff up here, which I haven't touched in a while, and chocolate chips, which I also haven't touched in a while, but you can't. That's okay. That is okay. I've also got a couple mixing bowls and some peppermints. I do love breakfast food. I don't find there's anything wrong with breakfast food. I just haven't made it myself in a while. So, no big. But yeah, breakfast food is it's breakfast food, a lot of space, everything else. So let's see. Some fun stuff recently. Played a softball game over the weekend. There's a joke about getting my name. Michigan will do this thing where you can take a selfie at the game, and if you submit it to a QR, oh my gosh, did I put a lot on there tonight? If you submit my hoodie inside. Okay, good. If you submit it into a QR code on the Jumbotron, you can put your face on the Jumbotron. So I did. Then I got a picture of that with me, a an expression of me doing that, and the joke was we're going to make it like Inception, where every time they show that photo, I'm just going to be standing in front of that photo, striking a new pose, and you just see like the layer of it going back or like coming out. I think that's hilarious. I think I'm going to put a little bit too much kickin' chicken on this chicken tonight, because let me tell you, I am going to bed right now. Woo. Also, next episode we might have to go to like official short sleeves, not just like rolled up quarter zip to the elbow long sleeves, because excuse me, it is hot and humid, and yeah, and my I do not like the heat. For those of you that are curious, my reasoning is I tend to get migraines in the heat. Voice crack because I don't want to cough. I tend to get migraines in the Gatorade. I tend to get migraines in the heat, especially in May. I tend to get like 2 migraines in May. Those are not fun. They put me out for about 2 days each. I should also probably clean the vent in here, because I haven't done that in a little while, and I know you're supposed to clean it, I just haven't done it. While we're waiting, let's get a plate out. Or down. And let's also get out let's get utensils out. We're not going to use that fork. I like this fork. I like this fork. That fork, and we're going to use this knife. Awesome. Got a minute left on that. So, like, the very bottom of the chicken is like getting cooked, so we'll flip it shortly. And then once you flip it, I think I'll cut the broccoli up. But I also want to figure out if these potatoes are doing good, because I always tend to like. Yeah, no, I gotta cook them already. I gotta cook that. The first time I always tend to cook them a little bit too light, so let's cook them a little more. And now, let's see. Let us wait a minute on that. Let's wait another minute on this chicken. Let's cut open this broccoli. What do you say? Let's make this really super easy. And we'll cut through the plastic and the what's the word I'm looking for? The plastic and the base of the broccoli. We'll go with base is the word I'm looking for at the same time. Alright, let's wash this off. I do have a question for anyone who's watching this. If you have ever played Star Fox, preferably the 64 version, with the Rumble Pack included, you know, that whole thing where it was like the turn of the century, oh my gosh. What do you think about that game? Like, if you've ever played this game before, if you haven't, it has its good points. I like most of it, like 99% of it. But, like, there's also parts where it's just, I have questions. Like, the last boss of the game is joked about as nightmare fuel. And if you've ever watched it before, you do understand it is, in fact, nightmare fuel. Excuse me. like not only the head getting so close to the screen right away, thankfully the head does not look at you, but also on hard mode, when it turns into the brain, nightmare fuel. Let's go right about here. And there have been a lot of remakes, and each, like, even, like, what is it, Star Fox Adventures, I never played that one, but that one looks pretty good. Star Fox Assault for the game, they're both for the GameCube, Adventures and Assault. But Star Fox Assault felt like a real big cash grab of only 10 levels. It wasn't scary, thankfully, which I don't think it was. But anytime they like remake Star Fox 64, because they've also put it on the Nintendo 3DS, I have not played that version. It always just feels like they're trying to make nightmare fuel, because the final boss and the oh my gosh, is that actually really falling apart? Oh, it kind of is. How unlovely. Cool. Because the boss at the very end turns into a brain and then attacks you, or like moves around the room or like the area. I don't want to. It's not a dungeon per se, but like moves around the area, and like it's not a good time. I do find it truly to be nightmare fuel. So I was curious if anyone else thought about it. And then they've also come up with someone created a game called Star Fox Zero Horizon, I think it is, and it's like comical in some spots with the final boss. It's different than the 64 version, where it's the mask or the face from Star Fox. Star Fox, not 2, but there's a Star Fox version where like the face is. No, is it? It might be from the original Star Fox. Then starts to move around. It's a giant face, and then like the thing that it moves around in explodes, and you see the brain, and then the brain starts to move around, and then there's a part where like it grows horns, and you have to shoot the horns down, and then it explodes, and it's like, what is actually going on? The newest one, the remake for Star Fox, like the official one through Nintendo, the boss still a giant floating head, and it turns into like a robot, metallic face. And then it like tries to like chase you out of this tunnel, and like again, I'm older watching this video, but I'm still like, that would be nightmare fuel to someone who is young. So I always find it funny how it is very nightmare fuel-esque. Oh, it'll be fine. And like at every stage of the remake or the original, it is 100% nightmare fuel. At least I'll know when this is cooked, because the middle is, you can see into the middle. And when I say you can see in the middle, there's like a little kind of, not a flap, but like you can do that, and you can see what's inside, and it's still pretty raw in there. So maybe I should have cut this in half. I don't know. On a good note, I was looking at my schedule, and there will more than likely be, 2 episodes this week. And then next week, I really want to do like not like a recipe with corn on the cob, but just have corn on the cob existing in it, because I enjoy corn. I want to make a joke about maize in Michigan, but I won't. But I really want to do an episode, I think, about corn, So I'll have corn on the cob one of these days. Well, that's just lovely. So I'll have corn on the cob, and then I'll probably go back to pork chops, and then we will see what happens. That will probably be next week. I don't know yet. And then from there, we will find out. I have not considered doing a pastry episode yet, although that might be fun to do also. Who knows? Now, the middle of that chicken is very still not cooked. See, I'm on a timer, but I didn't activate it. And now it's kind of too late to activate the timer. But that's okay. Yeah, we gotta put that over again. I saw a shirt recently that is absolutely my kind of shirt, and it says introverted, which I am, but willing to discuss Lord of the Rings, which I am. And I was like, that's a shirt I like. I like that shirt a lot. I didn't see it on sale, but I did see someone wearing it in a picture online. I'm like, and it wasn't like someone I knew, it was like a meme someone had posted. I'm like, that shirt, that's a good shirt. I heard noise outside. I was curious about what might be going on. So here's a question for you. You don't have to respond. If you do, that's awesome. But I'm a person who likes listening to the rain. Do you, if you like the rain, first off, awesome. Welcome to the club. It's a cool club we have. Do you like waking up to hearing the rain, or do you like going to bed with the rain? Like, do you like waking up in the middle of the night to a thunderstorm? Do you just like being inside and listening to the rain? Like, what's your favorite kind of rain to be around and to hear? Because there's a lot of different styles of rain, and I know that some people will get mad because, like, when you wake up and you hear the rain, it's gonna probably change what you're gonna wear. You don't want to get wet in the morning, but you know, it's a nice sound still to hear when you wake up, especially if you're not going outside. It's a very nice sound to hear, I think, at least. But that's just me. So I'm curious if you like the rain or how you feel about the rain and everything else like that. Come on now, let's look at what do you say? How are we looking on this side? I got to wash my hands, I think, now. Yeah, that definitely touched my hands. Okay, so let's wash our hands. Nice. Is that gonna work? It does. Okay, cool. And now my hands are gonna smell like lavender. Or lavender, as some people call it, apparently. It's like aluminium, as they say over in, I'm pretty sure it's Ireland, Scotland, I think maybe Britain, so like the United Kingdom in general says aluminium. Maybe I should add random letters to it, even though technically they were here first with the language. But then there's also that whole thing of English, like American English, is actually more British than current British. Make that make sense. Coolio. Alright. we're still looking kind of raw down there, but like it's not bad, man. It's getting cooked. This one might actually get burned because, again, I can lift up this part right here, and I can see exactly how raw the chicken is. And the chicken on the inside is still pretty raw. I mean, I could also just like slice it in two, but I don't want to do that. At least this time I'm not having like a minor panic attack, because literally the first time I cooked chicken for this show, I didn't know it was going to take like quadruple as long to cook chicken than it takes to cook steak. Because I haven't cooked chicken in forever. And so I was like, oh, I'm burning it. Oh, I've burned chicken. Fantastic. Not really. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I might actually have to, because I don't know if the heat's going to be caught in there. It's kind of coming. And then by the second episode, I was like, oh, wait, it should take longer because A, it has to get to a higher temperature and X, Y, and Z and everything else. And that first time, though, if you ever want some entertainment more than normal, go back and watch me try to cook chicken the first time. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am like, as the expression goes, sweating bullets, because I didn't expect it to take this long to cook a chicken. And I'm like, well, I burned it, which I didn't. Well, I did this, this, and this, which I didn't. And, it was not one of my finer moments, you could say. But the good news is, from that, excuse me, as I tell people, and as I say for the motto of this channel / these videos, the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to, when you make mistakes which are okay, you learn from them, which are also okay. That is the goal of what I'm doing. That is why I'm doing this. I will also say that first time when I was cooking chicken, I went 3 days consistently concerned, good alliteration, constantly concerned, that's the fourth alliteration, that I was going to get salmonella, which kids don't get it. We'll take a look at that in a second. I did not, which is awesome. Alright, this is going to be completely not hot enough, but let's try it anyways. In my kitchen, it is currently, let's take a look-see, 77.5 degrees. Let's see what the chicken is. Okay. And then we are currently at 157, which means I have to get, oh, we are 180 over here. So I have to get a little hotter, which is fine. Yeah, the first time I ever cooked chicken, I was, first I was afraid, then I was terrified, or the petrified. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. But I will survive. I will survive. Okay, so the thickest part of the chicken, which is not the middle, is 155. The thinnest part of the chicken, which is not the middle, is 187.7. The middle part is getting there. Let's flip this over. And now I'm going to have I Will Survive stuck in my head, and that's okay. I'm also curious about this, anyone who wants to give me a lesson on this one. How long should you wait after flipping it to check the temperature? Because obviously you'll have remnants of the pan still on the chicken. So I'm curious if that makes a difference or not. So you'll still have the remnants of the heat on the chicken. So like right here in the middle, it is 162. On the other side, it is 170. Y'all, I'm still learning about kitchen things, you know. There we go for that one. Very much appreciate it if you rose a degree and if you rose 0.7 degrees. Or not. It's one of those things where, like, if you check the temperature in the wrong spot, but it gives you the right reading, it's that good. So, like, hey, the middle's giving me 165, but the other part is giving me 150. I don't like that. At least it's not, like, officially burned yet, because that would not be fun. Alright, we were 150, 160. Raise up a couple more degrees, please. Thank you. Maybe. 161. That's a plus. Okay, we are at 160. Oh, 161.2. Okay, that's a plus. And see, the edge is 150. Ooh, we're dropping. Okay, the edge is kind of cool. Am I waiting for my sock to slip from under me and I just go sprawling and you see it on live TV or live camera? Yes, I am. How are you going down in temperature when you are in a hot pan? Can you see the steam from this? Because it's dropping from 162 to 161.7, which does not make sense. Yes, chicken always makes me nervous, and I gotta get over that hump. And I will one day, but just perhaps not today. I wonder how long I honestly don't know how long I've been cooking this for. I gotta start a timer next time. Okay, so the patch of chicken in the middle is clearly hot. 9. And see, this is dropping from 165 to 156. And dropping even more. So that's not good. And this is dropping from 165 again to 161. I don't like that. And now it's at 160. What are you guys? Come on now. We can do that because I'm getting annoyed. Hey, look! It works! I mean, it's going to probably burn, and that's okay for right now. Because the thickest part of the chicken is not cooking, kids, and that's not good. Well, it's cooking, it's just not cooking as fast or the way I want it to be cooked. So we're at 155.3. Okay, that's a plus. If I press down on the chicken while I have a thermostat in, is that going to affect it, do you think? It might. It's like when we go out for like a walk or a run and we come back and hopefully the chicken's like cooked. Okay, I'm at 156 now. Can I like... See, can you guys... Is it smoky in here? I don't actually know. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little bad, but it's not like... Okay, maybe a little worse. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely smoke in here. That's okay. I have my back door open. So hopefully the air goes the right way. I need you to go up, not down. Go up. Like, the other way. I've got to get better at this. Okay, we'll crank you up even more. Why not? Yeah, you just went down a 0.1 of a degree. Okay, you just went down 0.2 of a degree. Let's flip you. How burnt are you on the other side? Hopefully not too burnt. Oh, you're not too burnt, excuse me, but I would like you to be less burnt. I mean, the outside is going to be absolutely charred. But to be fair, I also don't know what to do about that because the inside is not cooked yet. Okay, rating 161, that's a plus. Keep going up. Maybe? Question mark? I have 2 more degrees. Ooh, I have 1.6 degrees left to go. 1.3 degrees. 0.9 degrees. 0.7. Is anyone else excited right now? Because I feel excited about this. 0.6. 0.4. I feel like I'm like on a game show. Like I need my drum to do a drum roll. 0.2. I'm not gonna touch it. Okay, I'm gonna let it go because I like to do things a little bit over the top necessarily, as we all know. So 165, give me 165.1 or 2. I love that. I mean, the salmonella is killed at this point, but I would like it to be a little bit hotter. 0.2, okay, awesome. So we're good there. We're good there. 175. 181. Okay, I think we're going to call this a meal. Maybe? Question mark? Okay, so it's just the edges, I think, that are not good. So, like, the edge is like 160. Oh, wait, hold on, it's finding. Yeah, the edges are 164, and, like, the internal's 175, which does not make a whole lot of sense, but then again, I'm trying to cook things, so not a whole lot of things are making sense right now. Okay, so here. Yep, okay, so check this. I don't know if you hear, but like it was kind of popping there for a second and like making that thing sound. I'm like, oh yes, watch it explodes in my face right now. How lovely that would be. So this is gonna burn. That's okay. I would rather be burned than not. I'd rather be burned than undercooked. I've got 1.8 degrees left to go. .9, 0.4. Okay. So next time I have chicken, I have to have it 3/4 of the way turned for it to actually like cook. That is good to know. Okay. We're going to flip this once just to make sure. I gotta clean that stuff once now. Okay. And I want to say we're good. Check it. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough night of food, but I'd rather be tough than the opposite way. So let's pull some stuff out. What do you think? Off. Awesome. Turn this off. Let's put the knife down for a second. I should probably heat these up for a little while longer while I was waiting. I did not. Oopsies. I think if there's like a way I should figure out a way to put glaze on these. And last but not least, let us. I'm just going to use my own knife I'm holding right now. That'll work. Alright. This is going to be burned. That's okay. Everyone look away or don't. Regardless, thanks for having dinner with me tonight. So see you next time.